Okay, first of all, the most important thing, what about Matt Austin's hair?
Interesting. It looks like he spent some time in the hotel last night, which is positive, getting his hair cut. So I don't know who did it. Who did it? Do you know?
There was a barber here in town.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Do you think one of your players could have done that?
Al Lapuahu would have a shot at it. Yeah. Al cuts my hair, so yeah. Mine's it's pretty easy though, right?
Slow beat?
Kerwin's is more interesting. He's kind of got the little tilt thing going,
Yeah.
so it's interesting.
If you look at the numbers, your offense, same as theirs, about around 200 yards passing or rushing, 258 to 264 yards passing for you guys. But your defense, you're giving up 140 yards fewer than their defense. So is that where this game's going to be won, your defense stopping their offense?
I think it will be. I think it's a very valid point walking into this game. And we've played well on defense, pretty consistent all year long. We'll need to do it again. And, the thing about their defense is that it's a little deceptive with the number of turnovers that they got. They can cause you some problems, and they've scored on defense quite a bit. So I think they had 4 touchdowns on defense, which is a big number for a season, and opportunistic turnovers and the way they blitz is kind of unconventional at times. So that's a little bit of a worry. But our defense needs to play well for us to have a chance to win. I do agree with that.
Yeah, and their defense, I mean, anytime you go up against the number 1 tackler in the nation, you know that there's some good talent there.
Yeah, he's a very, very good football player, and he seems like just a fantastic kid. Got to learn a little bit more about him during this week, but he flies the ball. He's a lot like Bobby last year. He just is always look at the stat sheet at the end of the game, and the kid has 10, 14, 18 tackles. It's amazing, and he's a very good player.
But if you take care of business and don't turn the ball over, you should be able to score on these guys.
Well, we would like to be able to move the ball, and you say that we've been able to do a pretty good job moving the football all year long, but we've stubbed our toe a couple times in different parts of games. And I think the key is how Chucky plays, is how our offense is going to play. And he was at Idaho. It took us a while to get going. We got going as the game went on. But we've had a lot of time to practice. This team is going to come in here prepared, and I think they're going to have a little chip on their shoulder, defensively, because they play in a really good offensive league. So they've probably been hearing all this and all that. And you watch the film; they're a good defense. They're going to play hard, and they'll expect to stop our offense, I'm sure.
Gary, you guys all last season had so many games where it looked like you were going to win, could have won, should have won, didn't, including the bowl game. Mm-hmm. This year you've turned that around. This year you have been winning those games. La Tech, great example. What's the difference of that?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, good teams are going to be in close football games in Division I football, and you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. But the expectation of winning is definitely it's an attitude, and it's just something that happens. I don't think you can. Don't have the magic dust that creates that environment. I think it comes through work ethic, toughness, belief in each other, and a number of other things that environment is created. But once you get to that point, you're going to put yourself in an opportunity to play in close games and then win them. And at the end, a young man is going to make a play, and players make plays, players win games, and that's happened to us. And we had 5 in a row we got to get us to the bowl last year, and we've had a couple tough losses this season, and we finished a couple games that we had to finish to be able to get to the point to have a record-breaking season. So good teams are going to play in those games, and a great team wins more than they lose when they get in those close football games.